Good morning, everyone. So, today let's discuss the topic meiosis. Now, meiosis is actually the reduction cell division which takes place in the reproductive or the germ cells. Okay, meiosis is a long process, it consists of two phases, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. Again, the meiosis 1, which is the first cell of the whole meiosis process, cell division of meiosis whole process. Here the diploid cell, it divides into two daughter cells and each half has half the number of replicated chromosome. Okay, now it is subdivided into karyokinesis 1 and cytokinesis 1. The karyokinesis, that is the nuclear division, it is further divided into prophase 1, metaphase 1, anaphase 1 and telophase 1. Now prophase 1, it is subdivided into 5 stages. In prophase 1, actually the chromatin material, now this you can see the interphase nucleus. Okay, this is now preparing itself to undergo the cell cycle. These are the centrioles. Here we are showing a animal cell. This is the nucleolus, nuclear membrane and the chromatin reticulum or network. Now this immediately enters prophase 1. Now we are telling that prophase 1 is divided into 5 substages. So this is the first substage, that is leptotin. Here the chromatin materials condenses to form the homologous pairs. Okay, now see, you can see this is the chromosome. Okay, this thread consists of two different chromosomes, that is a homologous pairs are present here, which are arranged in the form of bead like structures. This is the nucleolus and this is the centromere. Okay, now these are the centrioles which are forming the rays. Now this is immediately followed by the zygote stage. Now zygote, here the homologous chromosomes comes in contact. That means in this stage, in the pectitin stage actually, leptotin stage, here the chromosomes appear in this particular fashion. Okay, but sometimes what happen in some animal cells, the chromosomes they come near the close to the nucleolus and form a bouquet like structure, and in plant cells they diverge at a point and it is then called the syngetic knot. Okay, syngetic knot. So these two terms we get in case of animal and plant cells. Now in zygote, the homologous chromosomes they come close together. Okay, and a force of attraction which is known as synapsis, they bring the chromosomes close together and they form the bivalence. Here the centromeres are properly distinct and the chromosomes along with the nucleoprotein complex, they together form the synaptinimel complex. Now this is followed by the pectitin stage where the centrioles also now starts moving apart and the chromosomes, homologous chromosomes, the synapsis force becomes so strong that they start coiling. Now they overlap one another. Okay, and here the crossing over actually takes place in this particular stage. The two chromosomes of the chromatids of the chromosome, that is the sister chromatids, and the chromatids of the homologous pair are called the non-sister chromatids, and in this the exchange takes place or the crossing over takes place between the non-sister chromatids of the homologous chromosome. So the crossing over, which is a very important process and it is responsible for the variation of organisms. Okay, so this is very important in case of the sexually reproducing organisms. Now pectitin is followed by the diplotin stage. In diplotin, the bivalents open up and here the four chromatids become distinct, forming a tetrad stage. Now here you can see that this chromatid and this chromatid, these are the non-sister chromatid of the homologous pair, they start crossing over. Okay, now this point is called chiasma and they now appear in a tetrad stage. The centrioles are further moving apart and this is now followed by the diakinesis stage. In diakinesis, now you can see the chiasma slips towards the terminal position and this is known as terminalization. They will now get ready to enter into the metaphase 1. The centrioles are further moving apart in order to form the spindle apparatus and all the chromosomes they now will gradually starts moving towards the equator as the nuclear membrane and the nucleolus will start disappearing. Okay, so these are the main events of the meiosis 1 stage, meiosis 1 prophase 1 stage. Okay, the leptotin, zygotin, pectitin, diplotin, diagenesis. While explaining this, you have to sequentially explain each and everything, all the main events that are taking place in the prophase 1 stage. Now the prophase 1 is followed immediately by the metaphase 1 stage. Now here you can see in metaphase the chromosomes are coming towards the equatorial plane. Okay, these are the homologous pair, these are the centromeres, centrioles, spindle fibers and the cell membrane. Now always remember, while they are being arranged in the equatorial plane, the centromere of the each pair should be equidistant from the equator. Now suppose this is the equatorial line, this is the centromere of one chromosome, this is the centromere of other chromosome. If this distance is 1 centimeter, this distance also has to be 1 centimeter. If they are equidistant, only then the force of repulsion or attraction towards the pole will be proper. Okay, so this is an important phase in metaphase 1. After this, gradually what happens, anaphase is taking place. Here the chromosomes, now after with the exchanged segments, will start repelling. Okay, they will move towards the opposite poles, and finally in telophase 1, these chromosomes, now here nuclear membrane and nucleolus starts reappearing, centrioles are also formed. Okay, they take their position, and ultimately 2 daughter cells are being formed here. Now here actually this is the main process in which the reduction cell division take place. Okay, this is the main process where the chromosome number from twice n reduces to n. So all these are the important events of meiosis 1. This is a very important part. So next we will continue with meiosis 2, but beforehand you have to be clear with all the stages of meiosis 1. And finally cytokinesis, that is division of the cytoplasm, will take place, and ultimately the cell divides into 2 daughter cells. Okay, now this will further undergo the second meiotic division, which is simultaneously taking place. Now after cytokinesis, the meiosis 1, it immediately enters the meiosis 2. Now this is the prophase 2 stage. Here you can see the centrioles are there, chromosomes are there, nuclear membrane, nucleolus, all are present. This is the simple mitotic cell division. Okay, then these are chromatids, they will become thicker, shorter, and then metaphase 2 will take place in both the cells equally. Okay, now you can see that this is the non-crossover segment, this is the crossover chromatid. Similarly, this is the non-crossover chromatid, this is the crossover chromatid. Okay, so now they are arranged in the equatorial plane, that this is the metaphase 2 stage. After this they will enter the anaphase. Here the centromere will break into 2 parts, they will be attracted towards, or they will repel towards the opposite pole. The centriole, which forms the spindle apparatus, spindle fibers, they will bring the chromatids to the opposite poles. Okay, and after this actually the telophase 2 stage take place. In telophase 2, what happens, the chromatids, now nuclear membrane and nucleolus starts reappearing, then the chromatids become thin, they form network-like structures gradually, centrioles are taking their own positions, and ultimately the cytokinesis take place, in which the cell divides into 4 daughter nucleus ultimately. Okay, and then after cytokinesis 4 daughter cells are being produced. So the total event of meiosis, it consists of one parent cell resulting into 4 daughter cells. Okay, so here the reduction takes place. It takes place in 2 phases. The reduction takes place in meiosis 1, and meiosis 2 is the simple mitotic cell division. So all these events are very much essential for the sexually reproducing organisms. Okay, because it helps to maintain the chromosome number of the organisms, whether it is plant or animal. Okay, this take place in the gametes, in the reproductive cells, for which the gametes become haploids. Okay, so all these things, go through the videos properly, go through the notes properly. If you find any problem, let me know. And these are all about this meiosis topic. It is very important, so study it properly.